Good morning. So we're going to start off and just talk about some recent things that have taken place. The exhibit was amazing. The kids absolutely loved it. It was an experience not just for the students but the staff. The students had a really good time. They were just so inspired by it. And when we came back, we had discussions. One of the people that he manages is a good friend, or was a good friend with Tupac. His name's Money B, and he was part of was the group Digital Underground. And so he is going to be coming to our campus to kind of continue with this experience and talk to the students about the personal experiences that he had with him, and also talking to the students about how to allow your creativity to become something to inspire you to write poetry and music and things like that, and how the two correlate. The next thing is our student of the month, and you can see his photo there. It's very well deserved, and he's doing really well. Great personality, always smiling, like just brings a ton of energy. For our other parents that are on with us, these opportunities, we have it every other month. The student of the month will come up. So we encourage, for you to keep your student motivated, doing well. We look at the grades, the attendance, how well they're performing here on campus. And hopefully one of your students will be nominated as well. Yesterday, the 5th, was our kickoff to career. And so we call ours the kickoff to career because we like to open up as many different pathways to our students as possible. We do understand that not all students are going to college, and that's absolutely fine. You are seeing such a huge increase in entrepreneurs that are going into so many different fields, and they've never had a day of college. So we opened it up where we had military come join us. We had representatives from MSJC College. We had staff members that were talking about their career paths. Our psychologists, our therapists were talking about how they got into the field. And we don't just keep it limited to the one day. So all throughout the month, we'll have different field trips where we're taking the students to different colleges or different trade schools and things like that, and making sure that they continue to get exposed to the different pathways. So October 11th at Sizzler in Perris is when we'll be celebrating the student of the month. On October 12th, we have some speakers that are coming in that are doing presentations on Your Life Matters, the importance of understanding, themselves and why they matter. A lot of students gauge their personal importance based on their surroundings and how others look at them and what they have. And we plan to also stream that live, so parents will have the opportunity to watch that virtually from home. We want you to also have access to the information that we're giving the students, so that way you could further that conversation. October 19th, we have the Anew Project, which will be joining us again. The district brought them in. The individual's name, his name is Juan Arenbull. He's actually a former student graduate from Heritage High School who he grew up in a system of working a lot within ministry and camps. And so there are these really fun, amazing workshops that we do on sites. And then we're going to end it again at the end of the year with a big one where we bring the whole campus to Lake Perris, and we do the activities out there by the lake. And we do switch it up by grade level. So it's either 11th grade or 12th grade, the activities that are focused. We do that because the activities that we focus on are different for each grade level, and they build on themselves. And then October 27th, we have a field trip to MSJC. So we'll head over to the junior college. And again, that's part of just expanding that kickoff to college and career. So the students will be going over there. Again, they were here yesterday doing a presentation. And so those individuals will be taking our students on a tour. They'll get to go in the classrooms. We'll provide lunch. They'll get to look at different programs that they can sign up for there. And that way they have a better understanding if they want to transition into the program. Students feel a lot more comfortable when they're exposed to the environment rather than walking into something brand new that they have no idea. We have some financial literacy workshops, which are going to be coming up. They're in the process of being scheduled now. I spoke about Mr. Bryant, who's our Think Together coordinator. And he is in the process of setting these up, and that money is, it should be learned as a tool, rather than something that you're just trying to let flow through your pocket and spend instantly. And so we want our students to be exposed to that. So when they leave, they get a fair shot at understanding how to understand their finances and set themselves up, for success in the future. So the financial literacy workshops, when we have those scheduled, these will also be virtual, so parents can watch those as well.
We were having problems of kids getting to classes late, so we had to institute our tardy sweep. So I will get on the thing at the 2-minute bell where it says they got 2 minutes, and I'm like, hurry up, tick tock, you got less than 2 minutes. I'll play some music like the Imperial Death March, Darth Vader's. And then if they get swept up, then they come to me. Their first time, they just get a warning. They get an orange card for me that says, yeah, I got caught up and had to see Miss Hall. Please mark me tardy. And I send them back and I tell them, hey, this is your warning. 2 and 3, lunch detention. 4 and 5, they got a day of campus beautification. So at lunch, they're going to come over to me, and then they're going to help clean up some of the trash. We have trash picker-uppers. And then as it builds up, they'll get 2 days of campus beautification. Once they get to 11 tardies, I'm going to have a meeting with the parent and the student, and we're going to have an attendance contract.
If either you had any Pelly information.
So really quickly, we do have our Pelly, and basically our Pelly is also known as our Parent Engagement Leadership Institute. And a really big focus that Pelly has, like it's the goal of the school, and it focuses a lot on trying to create and sustain a climate of good partnerships. It's a productive way to support the school goals and student achievements. So in terms of that, the school comes up with a goal, and as parent involvement, administrative involvement, we try to create events that kind of lead up to that goal yearly. And I know that at the end of May, I believe, we throw a gala as like a thank you for the parents that were involved. So if you guys are interested, I can go ahead and call you guys and kind of let you guys know a little bit more information about that. And then we can write down your guys' names, because I do know we do have an upcoming meeting for Pelly pretty soon. And it would be amazing to have Perris Lake parents be involved with that committee itself.
And we're working really hard to grow our committee for that, because we understand that sometimes our families, they're not with us long. Sometimes some of the students, they graduate early or they transfer back to their original high school. So being that you guys are participating in the coffee with the principal, and if you feel like you're going to be a part of what's going on campus and with your students throughout the year, we would love for you to be a part of that team, so that we can represent, because that's also a big part of showing the shift in our culture, that we have a lot more parent involvement. So that would be great if you guys could join. Thank you, Athena. I appreciate you sharing that.
You're welcome. And then really quick also, Mr. Lee, if I may say, we do have our Stronger Together workshops that are taking place on Fridays at Perris High School as well, from 9 to 11 a.m. And the workshops really focus a lot on bullying, suicide prevention, mental health, and it's a really good way to be more involved, because it's involved with families. So you guys come and do activities, and that kind of helps interact with different families from different backgrounds. So if you guys are interested, they are being hosted at Perris High every Friday from 9 to 11.
Do you guys have evening meeting for people that work in the mornings?
We do have our parent project that also takes place monthly, but the dates kind of vary for that as well.
Well, thank you. I appreciate those of you that want to join us. We want to encourage all parents. So even if you know any other parents that are with us, we would love for you to encourage them to join. We want to grow this as large as we can. And once we attend that end of the year gala, we want to be there with a full team representing and showing that the culture of Perris Lake and Scholar Plus has changed, and that we have a lot of involvement.
The more the merrier. We want parent involvement, because it takes a village to get these kids through this and get them graduated amazing adults, young adults.
You guys can go ahead and involve your students as well. That would be a huge help, especially on campus.
Did anyone else have any questions for us?
I do. When it comes to the new project, if they weren't present for the 9th and 10th grade to do the building blocks, so when they're in 11th grade, would they do a refresher, or is it something that they won't get because they didn't have those building blocks?
No, so the way that it's built is they have different workshops built depending on which grade level. So they're not missing anything. They tailor it depending on each school site. It's great to be recognized for the things that we know we're really trying to focus in on those areas, and trying to make that the culture of what we do. So, well, I want to thank everyone for joining us this morning and taking time out of your schedules. I know that we have so many important things to get through in the day, and we're busy. Just a reminder that the next Coffee with the Principal is on November 3rd. So we hope that you guys are available to join us. If not, we will continue to record them so that way you can still log in at your convenience and just kind of view what we've discussed and what's going on for the month. So I just want to say thank you to everyone. Have a great day, a safe day, and we'll talk with you soon.